increasingly we are starting to see diseases that are related to exposure to pesticides along this span of this region that seem to manifest more in all age groups, but particularly among those who are exposed to the jobs that involve farming and related activities where there is exposure to these pesticides. So, and of course, the range increases. Another concerning condition is we are also seeing from 35 years ago when I was in medical school, an increase, a very disturbing increase of non-communicable diseases.
With regards to pesticides specifically, it affects many organ systems, and right now there's a lot of data that has been documented showing the impact of pesticides on the health of human beings. There are the short-term effects, and then there are the long-term effects. The short-term effects are fairly obvious. They're easy to associate with the pesticides. For example, after some exposure, then you have rashes on the skin. You can have some difficulty breathing, irritation in the eyes, difficulty breathing, and these are pretty much some very severe reactions that can be linked to the pesticides almost immediately. But then the other long-term effects take a bit long to be seen. And this is where we have some difficulty. Someone actually forgets that they worked in flower farms, so they've been ingesting low doses of pesticides in food. And so they can't tell that this cancer that I have now is somehow related to the pesticides I've been ingesting over the last couple of years, maybe 10, 20 years. And unfortunately, some of these effects are effects that just become clear much, much later.
When it comes to deaths from long-term, we cannot be able to say specifically that this is because of that. Because as I said, long-term effects, chronic effects are actually a combination of many other factors. And studies have been done, of course, and we cannot be able to draw a clear line. But worldwide research has shown that over 200,000 people die every year as a result of the chemicals that they are exposed to.
There are things that we can do first to prevent the exposure. If there's an exposure, to prevent development of illnesses. If they're acute illnesses, to prevent development of sequelae, things that come maybe years and months and later. So I think it involves a lot of people. Yeah.
I think for me the buck stops with everyone along the value chain, from the farmer to the consumer, to the regulator, to the researcher, and most importantly, if you ask me, to the policymakers.